Hello everyone and welcome back to Shelly's Millions. In today's video, I wanted to cover three things. I want to talk about why I started this YouTube channel, a little bit about my background, and why I think I can take you on a journey to become a millionaire as I'm on my own journey towards becoming a millionaire. Don't worry, I'm going to continue to provide great content and information as I get it on the unemployment situation, as I am still unemployed myself. And as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with anyone that you think might find it helpful. So I started this YouTube channel because I had started a vision board earlier this year, and on that vision board I put increase my income streams. I really don't have that many income streams, and the more and more I read about trying to become a millionaire, the more I realize that it's more important to have more income streams. So I had already been thinking about how I could start YouTube, and then the pandemic hit and I found myself unemployed for the first time ever. And I wanted to go ahead and find a way to get my employees or my former employees the information that they needed, but I needed to do it in a way that would be unofficial, that wouldn't be coming directly from the company, but that might be relatable and that you guys might find beneficial as well. Prior to the pandemic, I already had this on my vision board as a possible income stream because I've always loved money growing up. I really have. And I've also been acutely aware that I needed to rely on myself to make that money to provide for myself currently in old age, all of that. And I think I've definitely beaten the odds for my situation. And I'm a homeowner in Southern California in Los Angeles as a single woman, and that's hard to do, but not impossible. And so for me, I'm living proof that you can attain the American dream even if you just started off at a minimum wage job and you work your way up. I do think that that's still possible, and I think that even believing that dream is possible is a little bit rare these days, but I want to give people their own inspiration and hopefully help them believe that they can do it and get them on the path to putting their life in line so that they can make that happen for themselves. So I mentioned that I've kind of always loved money. It's kind of what I've been good at, I think, out of necessity. I remember a time when I was little and my mom told me that I had expensive taste and I must have been born into the wrong household. Because the situation with my household, and I think a lot of you would be surprised to learn this, I grew up on welfare in a single parent household. My mom was my only parent growing up. I don't know my dad. I don't know who he is, and that's okay for me. I had a grandmother who was pretty active in my life, and it was just us three women. It was just me and my mom. We lived in Section 8 housing most of my life growing up, and when I became 18, we couldn't afford that because I wasn't receiving welfare anymore, or my mom wasn't receiving welfare for me. So we moved into my grandmother's trailer. We couldn't even afford our own trailer, but my grandmother took us in her trailer. So there is a word for that, white trash. So I grew up in a pretty white trash background. And people say to me, they say, oh, you're doing so good for your circumstances considering your background. And I don't want that to be the case. I want to be doing well whether you take into account my background or not. And I don't think I'm quite there yet, but I have every confidence that I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna tell you what I did to get on the way of breaking those patterns, getting out of the trailer park, becoming a homeowner. I'm gonna go through all of those things in my channel as you stay on me with my journey towards becoming a millionaire. Growing up, I was always embarrassed of our situation. I didn't have the things that other kids had. And when my mom joked with me about having expensive taste, I didn't have expensive taste. I had the taste for the things that the other kids around me had. We were one of the last families to get a VCR. We didn't really go to the movies. We couldn't afford a lot of the things that other kids and other families could. And my mom tried to instill in me not to feel bad about that. But when I was little, I was so embarrassed by food stamps. I thought that if we used a coupon at a restaurant, I thought that that would mean that everyone would know that we were poor. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. So I was really embarrassed by that. And I really want everybody to know, if you're watching this channel, if you have children, let them know that actually people that use coupons, they go on to be millionaires because they're learning how to save money. And the people in those restaurants, they don't care if you're using a coupon. The people in the restaurants are just there to do their job, and they're not really thinking about whether you're using a coupon or not. Now, as I work at a job where we accept discounts of some kind, I don't think twice about those people. I think, oh, those are repeat customers. Those are people that really enjoy coming to our business. These are the people that I want to be extra nice to because they're on the lookout for ways to save money at our business. Okay, excuse me, I have to wipe my face. Okay. So basically, I just want people to know that despite your circumstances, you don't have to be those stereotypes. You can break free. You can have the things that you desire, but it does take some planning. And I know this is probably hard, especially if for young children, even teenagers, that's a rough age. You want to be able to compete with your friends. You want to have the things that your friends have, but you never know where life's going to take you. You don't know what your journey is. If you are somebody who's been watching my channel, it's probably because you're currently on unemployment. And I didn't want to take unemployment. I had been working so hard because I never wanted to rely on the government to support me, because growing up that was so scary. And it's scary, and I feel kind of silly for allowing myself to be in a position where I need to get unemployment. But you know what? We pay into that. Don't feel bad if that's your situation right now. 36 million Americans right now are on unemployment. So be grateful that you had a job and that there is money in the unemployment system from you. Don't be embarrassed about that. Don't feel bad if you're struggling right now. What's going on right now does not define what is going to happen in your life in the future. And I really do believe that with hard work and proper planning that you can have the American dream. And I'm going to tell you about that right now. So my current situation is that I am a homeowner in Los Angeles, and I did that. I've mentioned in another video, I've worked the same job for the past 24, I think it'll be 25 years this November. And I started at minimum wage and I worked my way up to a salaried position. It is not at the high end of a salaried position. It's probably pretty close to a starting salary, a little bit above. We get little raises most years. And I really love the company. And most people would say, oh, like a single earner in Los Angeles, there's no way you can afford a house. But I will tell you in a future video how I did it and how it could be possible for you too. Right now, the prices are still really high. It would be really hard to do it in today's economic economy for me to repeat the success that I had and the circumstances that led to me being able to purchase this house. But it's not impossible, and definitely if the housing market takes another downturn, I really think it's going to be a great buying opportunity, especially for a lot of people that are lower income or getting into the market for the first time. So just because prices on houses are high right now doesn't mean that it's going to be unattainable forever. It doesn't mean you should give up hope. It doesn't mean that you should quit trying. As a matter of fact, I think now is a great time to start saving, to start putting away money for if there is a housing market crash again, so that you can be in a better position to purchase a house yourself. And the house, just circumstantially, is where most of my wealth comes from. The property has a lot of equity in it. I bought the house really cheap, and now it's worth more than $500,000 according to Zillow. I don't really think anybody would actually pay that for it. I wouldn't, but that's what Zillow says it's worth. And then I've got some money in a 401k. I have a little money in an E-Trade account. And of course, I have a little bit of money in my Webull account. I am going to link to my Webull account referral link down below. If you sign up, you get a free stock valued up to $1,400. I also get some free stock. So there's a lot of people on YouTube promoting that right now. Most of them are already millionaires. So go ahead and support me on my journey, and I'm going to take you along as I become more financially literate so that you also become more financially literate. And of course, I'm going to keep you posted on my unemployment journey. So thank you all for joining me today, and welcome to Shelly's Millions. I upload videos on Saturdays and Mondays. Oh, I really like pickles, so I put the pickle guy in the shot, and I'm a fan of Taco Bell. I don't think I'm hot. Well, you know, don't talk down to yourself, but like that's not what this is about. This is a Taco Bell like hot sauce leotard thing. I love Taco Bell, and I love pickles, and I love money. So if you love any of those things, follow me along on my journey, on my path to becoming a millionaire, and I will see you next time.